The American people are going to have to wake up. We're going to have to force the media to tell us the news, which they don't. We don't get the most important news, and it's what's happening with our money. It's what's happening to our troops overseas and important things like that. We've got to force Congress to tell us what's going on, because the president is not. The president of the United States is not going to tell us. Every president we've had since Richard Nixon, once they get embattled, hide in the White House and don't tell us anything. It's very, very secretive. What's important now, and why we're talking about this, is what's happening in Iraq with the so-called withdrawal. We have the Senate and we have the House of Representatives signing off on bills and riders saying that we're going to be withdrawing our troops from Iraq in 2008, March of 2008. That is simply a lie. We're not going to do that. Supposedly half of the 140,000 troops that are now, the so-called combat troops, will be removed, although we're supposedly sending more troops over next year for whatever reason. But of those non-combat troops, you're talking about 80 or 90,000 American soldiers will still be there. They call them non-combat troops, but I guarantee you the insurgency doesn't see them as non-combat troops. So American soldiers are going to continue to be killed over there. Where are these soldiers going to be? Many of them will be housed in what's called enduring bases, and most Americans don't even know these exist. These are like mini cities. They have Pizza Huts, they have Burger Kings, bicycle riding parks, gas stations, supermarkets, most of them built by the large corporation Halliburton, again at taxpayer expense. And so we're being sold a lie. Americans have not seen this on TV. We've seen no programs on these bases. Congress is not even mentioning them in these debates. The president does not talk about them. So we're not leaving. We're going to be in Iraq probably at least 15 to 30 more years. And the reason obviously is because of the oil. But that's not the point. The point here is that our government cannot deceive us. They need to tell us we're going to be there. We're not withdrawing from Iraq. And that's the biggest thing here. So what can be done? Write your congressman, email the White House, force these people to ante up with the news. When you're watching the television news and you're seeing inane entertainment items being played endlessly, and they're not telling us what's going to happen to our soldiers over in Iraq for the next 30 years, we need to demand the truth. So it's time for we the people to speak up. If we don't, sooner or later we're not going to have a democratic government. We're going to be so asleep at the wheel that someone's going to easily take over. It'll probably be a coalition of a deceitful Congress and a president.